What's up, guys? Heath here with Lake Champlain Sanitation. Just wanted to give you a walkthrough of how I started my dumpster rental and garbage business. As you can see behind me here, one of our trucks here that's all lettered up. I'll show you through that, and then our other truck that we use for residential. Definitely wasn't an easy road. As I mentioned in a previous video, I worked about 2 years at a full-time job before I could even think about affording to go out on my own. And I will put a picture of the truck that I started with right here. So yeah, that old Ford, I think it was a 2000 or a 2001. So at the time it was like 18 years old, and it was a diesel, and I knew nothing about diesel trucks and bought it for a few $1,000, and it blew up on me a couple months later. So that was a big mistake, and since then I was working a full-time job making decent income, so I was able to finance a new truck and start my business that way with a dump trailer I purchased cash. So I'll show you guys, my equipment here. I still have that dump trailer to this day, and walk you through, what I've put into my business and where it is now. So this is my original dump trailer. It is a Cam Superline 7x12. Really basic. It just had the normal sides on it, like 24-inch sides. And as you can see, my father helped me. We build this up for a residential service. Pretty big inside there. Up here in New York, I'm fitting about 80 accounts, 85 accounts depending on the day. Bought a $3,500 dump trailer instead of a $100,000 packer. It still gets the job done. And we can take a walk over here, show you my F350. This truck is a 2016. I actually just got this a couple months ago. As you can see, it is an XLT. I didn't really need it or want the XLT package, but the dealership that had it for sale, this was what they had and the price was right. So I picked this guy up to tow the big dump trailer. Some people will say, well, why'd you go gas? You should have went diesel if you're towing all the time. My route's pretty condensed. Something I learned, the hard way. I used to be putting on 500-600 miles a week. We've condensed it down to 300. So the gas job does just fine. Being a 350, it definitely handles the loads well. And with a big wind sail like this trailer here, I did tow it with my diesel, the 2500 that I'll show you in a minute, and it was about 1.5 miles per gallon difference. So really not a big difference between the gas and the diesel when you're towing a wind sail. So guys, yeah, like the 300-mile route that we do now, we actually only have to dump a couple times a day, seeing that we can fit about 80 to 85 stops, which isn't too bad because everything kind of loops back to our landfill. People say, 80 stops in a garbage company, that's not very efficient. But we only have a few hundred accounts right now, so it's not that bad. And like I said, you're saving thousands of dollars between insurance, monthly payments. Even if you can buy a packer outright, if you buy a used one for $40,000-$50,000, you're still talking a ton of maintenance on that truck. So I think we're going to be running the open-ended trailer setups with single cab trucks as long as we can, as long as, up until probably 1,000 customers, we'll be running it this way. It's worked really good for us, and it's a great way to enter the garbage business at a much lower, it's a lower barrier of entry, and you can still make things look professional with vinyl, get a good clean truck, get it detailed up, and you'll still look professional rolling into the neighborhoods that you guys go into. So I'll take you over now and show you the diesel. So this is my Ram 2500 diesel. This one's a 2018. I bought it brand new last year as a leftover and saved about, I think, like $12,000 or $13,000. It does have pretty good amount of miles on it now, just about 20,000 miles on it already. I mean, in a trucking industry like this, you put a lot of miles on. But I did upgrade the tires to some General Grabbers. These have been a good tire so far. Our landfill really requires four-wheel drive unless you have a super heavy truck, and this thing has done great so far. Probably going to keep this truck another like year and a half, 2 years, and then trade it in, because running only 2 trucks and the amount of business we're doing now, I really want to keep the trucks as new as I can afford. And I'll show you some dumpsters. This is my PJ Rollster. I just purchased this last August with one roll-off dumpster. I actually financed the trailer portion and then bought each dumpster outright as I could. Now everything's paid off, which is great, and this has been a really good investment for me. These are little like 13 and a half, 14-yard dumpsters. They all come with their own tarp system, and as you can see, the rollers in the back here, they roll right off. So anyone in the dumpster business, probably knows what this thing is. It's like your U-Dump or Texas Pride trailers. They're all kind of similar with their own little quirks. But yeah, so picked this up from the local dealership and started a mini dumpster business. And like I said, now I have 5. The one on the trailer is going out tomorrow, and then these couple are going out this weekend. Perfect time to do the video, because normally this time of year, I've been really fortunate to not have these things at the house. But this one's got some cool graphics on it we did. The plan was to do this to all of them, but I guess it's a good problem to have. They haven't been here for more than a day. They haven't, been here for more than a couple days to put the decals on them. So I had to just slap these quick ones on that I'm not too fond of, but they get the job done in the advertising for now. So when I first started, like I said, you saw the truck I started with. I jumped from that and actually had a personal 1500 pickup that I tried to pull a dump trailer with, and it ripped the upper control arms off in probably like 5,000 miles, and that truck had like 15,000 miles on it total. So you can, pretty much, bet that was a really bad financial mistake for me. That was not under warranty. I had to pay all the repairs out of pocket, and it was just a bad deal. But luckily I was good enough in that truck that I could just trade it towards a 2500, which I did. And yeah, since then it's kind of just been rolling. I want to keep, telling you guys more about how this business has really changed my life and really given me more freedom. I do have a full-time employee now. There's just a lot to get into, but I want to bring these videos to you guys and really get in more depth about how I started the business, what I financed, what I chose not to finance, and our current size and where we intend to go in the future. So if you guys like these videos and want to hear more about the dumpster business or the garbage business for a 2-man show, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll be bringing them to you at a rate of once a week, and if I have the energy, definitely twice a week. Thanks, guys.